Welcome back, Dr. Reed. I'll be honest with you. I don't particularly mind that Fergal Bancher is dead, for he always made me feel uneasy.
There's blood aplenty everywhere. Lord Hutchinson. Hutchinson. Can I not just take it? Because that would make it easy. Oh, there you are. Hello.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
Welcome, Lance-Bearer. To what do we owe this pleasure?
I've located the true origin of the epidemic, and I'm about to end it.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
Stop this farce. Marshall never was your maker. I have no idea how you acquired his blood, but I need it now.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
Now go, Lance-Bearer. Craft a legend to be sung to Ascalon recruits for the ages to come.
I will craft a lance, indeed. Getting stuck on all the things. My god. So I guess I'm back.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
No.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Interesting. I thought when he said good news, I really thought he was going to talk about the Dr. Swansea, but no Dr. Swansea.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Why can I not use garlic? That sounds like a perfectly reasonable thing to use. Also, I don't know how to get in. Oh, right. I think I might know how to get in. Oh, that sounds like a terrible... Level 35?
Turn around, sir.
Oh, this is my hospital.
You bloody stupid!
I am bloody. Also, you're bloody. I didn't like that. Why are you so difficult? I know why you're so difficult. Because you're level 35. Ooh. Is that it? It doesn't sound like it is. There's loot all over the place. Was there always loot in here? We need to go down? Find insulin in the morgue. Yes, we do need to go down. Okay, let's clear the place out. There's some horrible sounds. I hate the horrible sounds. For me, that's where the horror really is. It's in the sounds.
Got one of them here.
Ow!
We shall prevail. The beast must die.
I really need to upgrade this ability. It's gonna be so nice. Don't scream. Other people will hear you. They shout in such a goofy manner. It's like they're really upset about potentially dying, but I am the one who dies. Okay, this is pretty bad. So here's what I do. I wait for them to show up. And as cheesy as this is, they cheese it as well, because they have the... I'm not married. Oh, you're not talking about me. The real lesson in life is never be afraid of cheesing it. Oh, hi. That was mildly disconcerting. I knew it was going to happen in a way, though, because I couldn't pick up the loot. I was just trying to figure out if I couldn't pick up the loot because the loot didn't exist. Or because I was still in combat. And I was like... I was thinking, weren't there only 3? And the lower level is worse.
Can't let you through.
I'm not... You don't... There's no letting here. I had that discussion already. I don't like this, though. It took all of my blood. Oh, I'm gonna die. Off! Hello, gents. Oh, that thing has a machine gun in there. Oh, yeah. This is much better. I like it here. Yeah, that hurts, doesn't it? What are you doing here? So the trick to this battle is to push forward deeper and deeper into their lair. Because the camera just does not support close range quick changes of movement and dodge spamming. Alrighty. Oh.
Standing by! We've got one of them here! Let's pin it down!
Got lucky there. I really want to kill the other one.
Lord, give us strength! Watch out!
Don't hit me through this. It's impolite. That thing does so much damage, though. These guys, they do too much damage with that weapon. It's not a realistically dangerous weapon, but I mean, it is a staff. Staves are really dangerous, but you know, it is not sharp. But it does so much damage. Found it. Easy peasy.
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
I wonder if he knows, or how he knows it's less dangerous to him. Because, how... Is he a diabetic? Does he take insulin? And he knows the side effects? Anyway, we're getting out of here. We're gonna sleep. Look at how pretty this looks.
It's alive. It's alive. And it needs a name. I shall call you Lisa.
Huh. Anyway, I should not... Yeah, I can't do it yet. I can't do that thing yet. And everybody is healed. So let's finally get our best ability. This thing. I leveled twice with that increase. Yeah. Let's also get this, if I can. I cannot. I almost can. I can't do that either. How about this? Yeah, it's maxed out. The ultimates are too expensive, aren't they? Would I like any of these? Let's see. No, losing control. Don't need that. This one. It's range damage. It might be good. Range damage again. Nah, I don't need those. Those are silly. Cartridge bag might be good. Let's get blood capacity. And that's it. The Whitechapel police have been informed of the mysterious disappearance of Edgar Swansea, aged 45, physician, at approximately 6:30 this morning. The police have circulated a description of the missing man: height 6 feet, slender build, fair complexion, graying hair, thin mustache, likely wearing a white surgeon coat with dark flannel vest and Oxford shirting and leather evening shoes. Dr. Swansea is a familiar figure in the Whitechapel district, the current head of the Pembroke Hospital and a preeminent scientist. He spearheaded the mass admission of patients during last summer's flu epidemic, although his methods have been criticized. It should be noted that Dr. Swansea did save a substantial number of individuals during the outbreak. His guidance drove the Pembroke to new technical heights, especially due to his enlistment of vanguard talents. His latest recruit was the transfusion pioneer Dr. Jonathan E. Reed, who had recently returned from the war, and also the dead, but it doesn't say that bit. The famous surgeon was nowhere to be found to answer our questions. The lack of a head surgeon has led to a drastic drop in the operating success rate at Pembroke. I would advise against entrusting yourself to them until Dr. Swansea is found, or a new head emerges to lead the hospital. EW. Maybe it's gonna be me. Everybody's sick now. Critical condition, though, so it's a bit of a problem. It's fine. It's just fatigue. Everybody's a little bit tired. Dr. Throw isn't. So let's see. Is it just fatigue for everybody? No, we got a little bit of pneumonia. Nah, it's fine. And a cold. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 fatigues, 1 cold, and 1 pneumonia. That sounds about right. That's pretty bad here as well. This is all caps, while all his friends and relatives expected the sad news of his death to be announced soon, Aloysius Dawson, co-founder of the head of Dawson & Dawson Company, has made an astonishing appearance at the last meeting of the London City Council's Board of Health. For more than 2 months, the supposedly dying magnate accused 3 members of the board of criminal carelessness before demanding their immediate expulsion. Supported by Lord Redgrave, the Earl of Bristol, who assisted in the meeting, Aloysius was then ordained as the new administrator of the LCCBH. The very much living magnate immediately ordered the launch of his grand plan to save London, the creation of a quarantine wall around the West End to protect the more affluent districts and contain the Spanish flu in the already impacted boroughs. Of course, many inhabitants of the targeted districts are now protesting vigorously, arguing that their health is more than ever at risk since the cases of infection can only grow in the quarantine areas. But they can only grow. I see what it means. They're gonna grow, is what they're saying. They can't only grow. They can also lower, because the can word. But anyway, that's only because they lack the moral fiber of great men like Aloysius Dawson. Every nation, every empire, when facing a deadly peril, such as the Spanish flu, must make sacrifices. It is by accepting these necessary sacrifices that the real patriots will serve the empire and its interests during these dark times. BBC or something. And people are really sick here as well. Wow. Okay, let's heal all these people. Terrible things everywhere. Okay, so fatigue. I need 30 of them. Cold. I need 11 of them. Headache. I need 8 of them. See, it's fine. We do have an pneumonia, right? Yeah. And a little bit of anemia. Everybody's fine. Easy peasy. Lemons. Squeezy. Maybe I should... Nah, I'm not gonna use these. I'm saving it for everybody. Okay, so... Oh, there's things over there that I didn't see. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now let's heal people.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need medical...
I'm afraid I've...
Not under my watch, no.
Thank you.
Goodbye, nurse. Good evening.
Evening.
Soldier.
Not real.
As long as...
Don't think you can...
Goodbye for...
Oh, the I need blood doctor doesn't get sick. She's a vampire after all.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid I do.
Our job...
That's easy for...
Goodbye, Mill.
Was there somebody in here? Yeah, there's somebody over there.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Do you require...
I will be...
Nurse.
I'll try.
Goodbye, nurse.
I'm quite...
Do you need...
Don't be...
Then you are...
I wish...
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Is there anything...
Really?
Unfortunate. Goodbye for now.
But in the
Good evening.
circumstances, I'm willing to...
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I'm...
You are not a
And you have my
I have to go now.
Let me talk to you. Sit down. Jesus.
Good evening.
Do you require...
Do you know?
Despite...
Well, at least.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswell. Good evening. Do you need the proximity? Don't take... And that is... Goodbye, Miss...
Shadana. Shadana. So, we need these two.
Hello again.
Good evening, Doc.
Do you need...
Afraid so.
Throughout history...
You're working at...
Goodbye, Mr. Good evening.
Evening, Doc.
Do you need...
Don't get me...
I'm certain... Goodbye, Mr.
You again. What do you want?
Are you worried about the conditions in London?
I've heard rumours about some sort of militia patrolling, killing the sick. The wet boot boys are overrun.
Really? Interesting.
Do you need medical help, sir?
Yeah, I do. If you can throw in some drugs, I can find use for that too.
So you can sell them on the black market? Sorry. I'll only provide you with exactly what you need.
Fair enough, Dr. Reed. Don't cost me nothing to ask.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Doesn't cost me nothing to give him the drugs either, but still.
Good evening, Miss.
Hello again, Doc.
Can I offer you my medical help, Miss Cox?
Giving out for free. You'd make a poor businessman, Dr. Reed.
He wouldn't.
Perhaps I would. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Thank you. But don't expect me to owe you anything.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
He would be a fine businessman, no problem whatsoever.
Not long ago, this...
Welcome back, Doctor.
giving me a laugh.
Have you got any recent news on Sean Hampton's shelter?
It's still there, just like the turquoise turtle. That means there is still hope, somehow.
Are you concerned about the sanitary situation?
It may surprise you, but I'm not. I've heard about the men-at-arms and the fights between gangs at night, but that's nothing new.
I wish I shared your optimism.
It's not optimism. Gangs have been fighting in this part of town since before I was born. This war will stop when enough blood has been spilled.
Do you need any help?
It can't be good for business to see the bartender cough in your beer.
Indeed. It would be a shame to taint the delicate taste.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. My customers and I, we all thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts. Good evening, Miss...
What?
Do you have any recent news of Sean Hampton's shelter?
I still sleep over there from time to time. A sad saint still manages the place, even if he's a little bit more reclusive since he returned.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation in London?
More contagion, more despair, more guns and more dead. More alcohol.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes, I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this.
Hey, Doc.
Goodbye.
And Sabrina.
You still working at this hour?
Have you heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter?
I was told he caught a deadly disease but survived against all odds. Maybe he really is touched by grace.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation?
Of course I am. Everywhere's deserted, houses, streets all empty. People buying guns. We hear them go off every night. It's bloody frightening.
Do you require medical assistance, Miss Cavendish?
Don't feel so good if you have to know. I knew that keeping the bar open with the epidemic wasn't a good idea.
Take this, it'll help. Perhaps you should think about closing the turquoise turtle for a while.
Tom always said we got to keep the doors open. But thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
And that's that for around here, I think. Nope, it isn't.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening to you.
Do you have any recent news on Sean Hampton's shelter?
The man is still here. He's trying to help others despite the terrible things he endured. I'm impressed.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation in London?
I never thought I'd live to see the last days of London. Just another thing I was wrong about, I suppose.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
Unfortunately, yes. The spirit is willing, but the flesh, well, you know.
That happens to everybody.
Nobody is immune to disease. There's no need to be ashamed of that.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Now maybe I'll live another day or two.
Goodbyes.
What else? Oh, there's more people. Oh yeah, Stella, of course.